Hello everyone, welcome to X's and O's with Leroy Butler, and we are going to start out right away looking at Jayden Reed, Mr. 11.
I like that split.
This is, both of us said that it's one of the best catches we've ever seen.
Yes. Yes.
But let's evaluate what we got going on here. Packers have 3 wide receivers with the tight end in there somewhere. What are we looking at with the Rams? So it looks like they have a single safety.
Yes.
Maybe. Here's another safety. So what are you expecting from them? Why are they lined up like that?
It's a lot you can do with this. That's why I love the depth here. You can play cover 2 at any time, and this guy goes back. Or this guy, the last minute, can run back, and you can roll him up. So there's a lot you can do. But notice Love is underneath the center. So you're thinking, okay, well, is 85 or 88 in the game? Nope, it's 89. So this has to be run. So, and when you walk a guy down in here, Love probably thinking, well, you know, since 89's in the game, they think we're going to run it. This should be a big play. So they can be single high. And if that's the case, then the post route should be wide open.
Right.
And this is good splits here, and good depth by the running back here. So, but the thing about it is, once he realizes that it's just 4 people going, you got plenty of time to go through your progression.
Right.
Yes. So I think they got to fool them here. So what you have, okay, great. The guys.
So that's that safety.
Yeah,
he stays in.
Yep.
But the cornerback who is over here,
he's bailed out.
Turns into a safety, right?
Yep. And they really came to like a cover 2 from that look. It's like they're running cover 2 because you got a guy here, and you got a dead area right here, and you got a dead area right there. And look at the protection.
Yeah.
There's no rush. There's no rush. Nobody's broke through. So now he's ready to fire. So right here, he makes his decision, though.
Right. So let's evaluate what we got here. We got Reed, who's going to come this way.
Yes.
This guy's doing his cover 2 middle linebacker thing, which is covering the middle.
Yep.
This guy's
He's
here,
playing the hook. And he's a little
hook.
shallow. You want him here, but that's fine. But he's open.
This is your guy right here, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's your guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love says, maybe not. I'd like to be a hero on this one, right?
Yeah, you know, because you got a dead area right there for Malik that he could throw it right there, right in that dead area.
Yeah, because this guy's already got his hips turned.
Oh, yeah, he's committed.
Right?
Because he sees Jayden Reed just pressuring him, so now he's trying to go. Now, but the guy that should pick this ball off is this guy.
Right.
But I don't think he believes that Love is going to throw it.
Yeah, and I don't think Love believed he was going to go all the way back. I think Love thought he was going to play the hook here.
Yes.
And as we see, no, that's not the case. He came all the way here to here, right?
Yep. And then, see, there's only 2 people tracking the ball right now, Tom. He's tracking it all the way. He's tracking it. These 2 are trying to find it because he kept turning his head.
Yeah.
Trying to find it because he overran. If he had stayed here, he could have just stayed right here and just fair caught it.
Right.
But right when he's trying to find the ball and the ball is pretty much on its way, Reed did something most receivers probably wouldn't do. Most receivers would just see him in traffic and just stop. He just kept running.
Yep.
And expecting to catch it.
He's
probably a little shocked that he threw it too.
Yeah. We're going to talk about Xavier McKinney, but I think one of the things I see with a really good safety, and you can probably confirm this, is that you don't run to the guy, you run to the ball, or where the ball's going to be, right? This guy's running to the receiver when he should have been saying, I'm going to run to where he's running, right?
Yes.
It's sort of like what the quarterback sees. He's not throwing it to here, he's throwing it out here.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, that's why when he was going back, he started to come this way a little bit.
Right.
But he should have just stayed in his half, and he would, oh, there's the ball. Just, it was an easy interception. But the next picture is, I want this on my wall. No, the one after this.
Okay,
but keep it here for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Now he finds it. He's found it.
Right, right.
There's a big difference. Finding, I'm finding it. He's found it. And this guy's found it in a way. But he just kind of misses. Now he's doing his job. He finds it, but he's
amazing that he's that close to the ball. That's a heck of a play for an inside linebacker.
No question. But this is the one I want on my wall because he's getting hit in the head right here. He's getting hit in the head. This guy just misses it. He mistimed his jump. He's thinking, oh, it's going to come through and I'm going to catch it.
Yeah.
But this guy, man.
If he were 29, he'd be right here.
Yes.
And be ready to catch it up here,
yes.
or at least break it up. Boy, that's too much of a mess. But if I were coach, my teaching point would be until this guy's helmet or elbow hit his helmet, his eyes were right there. On the
he was tracking
all
it
the way into his hands.
Like a center fielder. He saw it right out the bat. And, I mean, this is remarkable. I don't know many guys. This got to be one of the greatest catches in NFL history because he's getting hit in the face. His hands, that muscle memory, if it touch it, I'm going to catch it.
Yeah.
And
then he hangs on to it as he tumbles to the ground, which is not easy also.
But I want that picture, man. That's nice.
That is a nice picture. Okay, now let's swing it over to number 29.
Yes.
Which you can identify him over there.
See, here's the key to this is this they're playing a man, but you got a rookie, and then you got your slot guy, Keon, down man to man, and you got 21, and for some reason, Hafley can teach how do you play man out of a bunch better than the guys last year. For some way, he's teaching it better, and it's working because you got to have a guy up on the ball. If he's on the ball, I'm up on the ball. But remember last year, these guys would be off like this and the same level, they get running into each other. And sometimes, like when they played Minnesota, if a guy don't get the communication, it can happen. So they fixed it. Remember Justin Jefferson ran over, he was wide open, so they fixed that. So now it's going to be body on a bullet. It's going to be on this guy, and it makes it clean. But look at the depth of 29 here. Some safeties will be up here, and now they got to run back there. Depth is your friend, because you can always come up. But by him having great depth, and you got Williams has man-to-man on the tight end, but he's doing it from a 2 look, which is good. He's not down there already.
Right.
He's back here.
Come up.
He's going to come up, so it's a good disguise.
Very late.
Yeah. So now you got 58 here. He's
covering the back.
Yeah, he's covering the back. But we'll talk about that later. See how he chipped there? You know what I used to do so they wouldn't chip Reggie? I would come up there like I'm blitzing. Now he can't chip because he don't know if I'm coming.
He's got to pick you up.
Yeah, he got to pick me up. So I would come up there, and if he chipped, and then we would have what we call a tag technique. If he slips out, you got him, I'm going. But that's a veteran move. And Fritz said, it'll work, but because they kept chipping our guys.
Yeah.
So if your guy's chipping, go up on him like you blitzing, can't chip no more.
And read it. Yeah.
Yes.
You have to be able to read that. Right?
And worst case, you cover him man to man. But now, see how clean this is? Okay, Bullet is on here.
That was Atwell, and he went in motion behind those 2 guys who were right here, and then he comes this way. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. This is that tight end, right?
Yep.
And this is the other receiver.
Yeah, so they're going to come up like what we call a stack release. And so this is my guy. And remember the last play of the game when Williams broke it up.
Yeah.
Made a great play because he was patient. He let all the trash clear and broke it up, made the play of the game. Now he's the hero. But here's where Matthew Stafford is saying, okay, I got my receiver on a rookie. The ball is coming here.
Right.
Look at the depth of 29. If they throw it here, he can go there because he got good depth. But anybody in this middle, I can help anybody in the middle. But right now, Keon Nick's shutting him down. There's nothing deep. So anything is starting to track here, I can make a play on it.
Yeah, and there's a trend here that we're seeing, which is that they're trying to beat McKinney across
Yes.
the field. You know, they know he's going back into the single coverage, so the best way to do that is with a corner route,
Yes.
right? You
Yes.
don't want to run right at him. You want to
Right.
run away from him.
Yes.
But
Because
he
what'll start
keeps
happening,
feeding it.
if he keeps doing this, then they're going to run these guys and start doing these double post stuff. That takes a long time.
Yeah, then your pass rush better get there.
Yeah, it takes a long time.
Oops,
But his range,
sorry.
look at that range where he was.
So here's 5.
Look at that.
Look at the coverage from 20.
Yes. That's why I've always wanted him in the slot. I've always wanted him to be the slot guy. 20 wants that work, so we may need to keep him there because 33 has to stay on the field.
And this is what we were just talking about. His angle isn't to here,
Yes.
it's to here, which is where the ball is going, right?
The ball is the issue. A lot of DBs will go right here. Sometimes they'll hit his own guy and got catches as a touchdown. But
And instead of going for the kill shot, he goes for the ball,
goes for the ball.
and the ball pops out, and it's incomplete. I actually thought he almost had an interception on
Yeah,
this. If Atwell doesn't get his,
if he picked that, that's a pick 6. It's gone.
it was close. It was
Yes.
close.
That's a
So
big play.
now we'll go back to this is actually his interception. So
Yeah.
here we are in that, cover 2 kind of thing, except at the snap, Williams is going to come down again,
Yes.
and he's going to come back into the middle, right?
Yeah, this is what we call one lurk. And I am just terrible tracking the ball. So that's Eugene Robinson. He has better hands, and his range is amazing. But Darren Sharper, to me, had the best range of anybody I've ever seen in the deep middle. I don't think I've ever seen a guy that had that much range that can go from here to there to pick passes off.
Yeah.
X rivals him probably even better because this is truly amazing because I think Matthew Stafford knows once 33 comes down, who had a magnificent game, he's the lurk. When I say he's the lurk, he'll help anybody if your man come in the middle. Anything intermediate, if you guys have I got you. Don't worry about it. And I'll help you if it goes deep. And that's why people like it. And you're just true man to me. I like to see him up and challenging guys. And one lurk, you want to get up there and challenge him. Maybe this you could play off because there's a lot of trash here. And see how this guy's off. You know he's going to chip. So all you got to do is bring a little pressure with him, and he can't chip him. And he's your guy. You just cover him.
Yeah. That'll be interesting to see if they do that in the next game with all the chipping. Okay.
Yes.
So what we get, as we saw, he's coming to the middle.
Yep. And there's
He's
your
coming
lurk.
up to
There's
play
your
your
lurk player.
lurk position.
Yep.
Right.
Everybody should be outside leverage. So I like to see him outside. I want to see him outside. Perfect. Perfect.
Okay. And now we'll see.
Okay, now this is fantastic. You see Matthew Stafford's made his mind up, and you see where the ball is already tracking here. Everybody's in great position. Now, you got the double team here, but you got a guy breaking to the area. I think that's Brooksy.
Kyle Brooks.
Yeah, Brooks.
He had a good game.
Yes, he had a sack and a half. So we got somebody in his face. He's on his toes. So he really just had to. The guy probably the strongest arm talent I've seen. Matthew Stafford can really throw it. So now the ball is tracking. So guess who else is tracking it? Yeah, that's who's tracking it too. See, all you have to do is come here. But forget about him for a minute, Tom. I've seen safeties over here. going after the guy.
Yeah.
And the ball just kind of hits over here. But he's ignoring these guys. He's going for this.
Let's go back to where the receiver was. I believe he was it Atwell, right?
Yeah, he was the deep guy. He was.
Right.
Yep. Like you said, they try to pull everything over here. But see, he's like, with his depth, he can help anybody if it's deep. The ball throws.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's amazing.
Let's look at it again. Once again, you got them split up, but in the end, 33's coming up, as you can see.
Yep.
Let's get my eraser to work. Okay.
Yeah.
And we have two guys in motion, and so
Yes.
everybody's shifting over, right?
Right. So when these two come, remember, every time you move somebody, it's a possibility somebody may not get it. So, and I love that 55's in the game. And you notice they don't chip 55, they only chip in 52.
Yeah.
Which is fine. So if that's the case, that's why he makes so many plays. He has a short split, so that's good. I like to see him a little bit more square instead of turned, but it's okay. And he's fine because of this split. But when these two guys come over, you're thinking, okay, we're trying to find out if they're man or zone. So if he didn't motion with these guys, oh, it's a zone. If he went with them, oh, it's a man, then Stafford's been around long enough to know, I know the coverage. But what fools him is when 33 comes down, because Kylan, the running back, Williams, he's had a pretty good running the ball at over 100 yards. But the good thing about it is when you have these guys disguising, but this needs to be 56 all the time.
Yeah.
If it were me, he ain't never coming off the field, ever. He better be in great shape because you're never coming off the field.
That's going to happen at some point. I don't know when.
Well,
what's going to happen is he's going to come here, Atwell's going to come here,
Yep.
Atwell's going to take it all the way. They're going to try to
High-low
high-low
yeah.
Quay Walker because he's going to drop here.
Yes.
The back's going to come out here. So we'll
Yes.
see this in the next picture. Okay.
You know who told me about this? Matt Hasselbeck to me. Matt Hasselbeck, former quarterback here, was the smartest player I ever taught football with. Matt Hasselbeck. Because I used to ask him, what's your thinking when you have these high lows? He said, oh, Leroy, we want you to jump up on these end routes so we could throw it behind you. And so they used to run these dagger plays like this, and this guy would come in, and I would drive this, but this guy was open. This was in practice. So he said, yeah, whenever they want to high-low you, they want you to jump up so you can open up an area.
Right.
But when he has good depth like that, man, that's amazing.
And so the
these guys are
brilliant
open
part
here.
about this is, okay, so Walker, he could either go here or he could go here, and he decides to go this way,
Yep.
right? Which probably isn't that bad of a move because he knows he's got this guy.
I know, right?
He's just going to pick this up. I mean,
Like
he's
Spider-Man.
already seeing where the ball
Yes.
is being thrown.
Yes.
The ball is already released,
Yeah, he's already
Right.
thrown it.
so he's seeing it. He started here. He's already in this direction, and bam, he's right there. The only thing that stopped him from having the interception was this one just happened to go through his hands.
Yeah, that's why we play defense for a reason. But I think in his mind, he was up pretty high. This guy was coming and was going to undercut him.
Yeah, he's
he think he was going to fall,
Right.
hurt himself.
So he's looking
it's,
down,
it's
probably.
naturally to get your hands down when you're up so high. But yeah, that was amazing. Because if he's not there, because I've seen safeties about here, and this guy catches it, he's wide open,
Yeah.
and he just scores. But you always got to track the ball. The ball will take you to the receiver.
Right, because the ball was overthrown, and
Yep.
so he was in perfect position to catch it. Now, if it had been on target, he probably would have taken his angle right there and tried to meet the guy at the ball.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
he was in great position. So
He even made an X right there. For Xavier. No, he's been special. He's been special. And the good thing about it, he's going to keep it up because he wants, even if you're talking to him, he feels like I can do something better. And I love that because sometimes guys are level off.
yeah, he does
but
say
he
that.
wants it.
He's
He wants it.
24 years old.
Yeah.
And he's been starting for, this is 5th year as a
Yes.
starter. So
We're
that's
so
pretty
blessed to have
amazing.
it. We've been waiting for a safety like that for a long time to get these kind of turnovers. So we're very lucky.
Okay, great. I hope you enjoyed that. And we'll, of
Yes.
course, be back after the Cardinals game to give
Yes.
you more.
Yes, and again, MilwaukeeWindowGuys.com and Leap 36 Podcasts, wherever you download your podcast.
All right, everyone. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.